Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and for another Countdown to Christmas video we are going to be trying some chapters today. I'm really sorry if you can hear my dishwasher, it is having a whale of a time. I have got 6 books next to me, a mixture of Illumicrate, Fairy Loot YA and Fairy Loot Adult, I think. I have tried to make it as even as possible, not 100% sure if I've managed it, but I've tried. They're sat next to me. I'm going to be trying a chapter per book. And we're just gonna see if I like the general vibe, if the first chapter captivates my attention. I'm not sure if it will, to be fair. We have got one in here that I've heard questionable things about. We'll see if the first chapter draws me in. If it does not, we will probably be getting rid of it not too far in the future. Just keeping it here to do my sub update, which will be coming in the new year. Why not? And to talk about that one first, it's this one. I've heard questionable things about We All Fall Down by Rose Zabo. I'm going to try a chapter. If I agree with it, cool. If I don't, this is probably the second to last time you'll see it. You'll see it again in my, what's it called, sub update, and then maybe not again. So I don't know a lot about any of these books that we're going to be trying, really. I'm just going to be trying the chapter and see if it's captivating my attention. So let's give this one a go and let's see what's going to happen. So I've read the prologue and I think that's enough for me. I don't know if it's because I've heard things already about this book that's kind of swaying my opinion. It could quite possibly be. The writing style of this book, not for me at all. It's very rare as well that I feel this way instantly about a book. I have to be completely honest. I'm very stubborn. I like to try and finish the things I've started. I don't know if this is for me. We're thrown right into it. As you start this book, you are dropped at the end of what seems to be a revolution. There is a king in the dungeon, and Astrid, who is like the main first character that we meet, is a witch, and she seems to be like playing both sides, if I'm honest. The people think she's on their side. She's obviously friends with the king. And then she goes and helps his wife give birth. The wife inevitably dies. And then this baby is born with this like octopus thing wrapped around it. It was grim. I was not for it. I read grimdark. This made me feel uncomfy. Not for me. If it's for you, fantastic. Not for me. I think I'm gonna, yeah, like I said, include this in my sub update and then get rid of it. I'm guessing the octopus person is this one at the bottom. And I'm not here for it. So if you've enjoyed this book, amazing. For me, don't think it's gonna be the one. Got to be honest. Right. Next up in my pile is this one, which is A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. Desire, Obsession, Control. This was one of my more recent ones, I think. I love this because it's got printing on the back of it. Love that for me. Let's give this one a go. Hopefully I get on with this one more. Now that is more what I'm talking about. So this book doesn't actually have chapter numbers, or at least my edition doesn't, so I'm guessing none of them do. And they're kind of like little snippets, as if it's a diary. So I remember actually a bit more about what this is about now I've started it. So this is from the point of view of Constanta, who is a wife to Dracula. I'm pretty sure it's Dracula. Yeah. S.T. Gibson's sensational novel is a darkly seductive tale of Dracula's first bride, Constanta. So the first couple of excerpts? No. The first couple of pages are basically like love letters, as if everything that is going to happen in this book has already happened. So they seem like they're present tense, reflecting on the past. And then we go into a memory of how Constanta became Constanta, and she's remembering that she was someone before this, that she had a different name, but she doesn't know what the name was, that she was someone's daughter, and her village was ransacked during a war, and it's just about her being turned, and I really like it. I don't want to put it down, if I'm honest. I want to carry on, but I can't. I've got another 4 books that I need to try. So that one is one I will definitely be carrying on, and I will be giving a good go to. I'm very excited to give that one more of a try. Now we have this one, which is The Vicious Grace by Emily Theed, and it says her gift can save or it can kill. Which one's this one? I don't remember. Oh, this is the girl who kills every suitor that she touches. So let's give this a go and let's see how I feel about this one. It's very yellow. Okay, so we're introduced to Alyssa in this, the first chapter, who is known as a Fonstata? Is that what it is? It's set in, definitely in Italy. What is it? What is she called? Yeah, it's like a Fonstata. Finestra. There you go. And we start this book where she's at a funeral, the funeral for her dead partner, essentially. And she has said that it is the 3rd one that she has attended. I think it's the 3rd one in this one. Yes, it is, because the first one was an omen, the second one, accidents happen, now the 3rd one, everyone is scared of her. And in this world, realm, place, she is to choose a partner, and the way her power works is that she will amplify someone else's power, and with her and her partner, or her I think, they will basically be the saviours of this place, and it's pretty good. And then the end of the first chapter is almost with an assassination attempt, which just spices everything up massively. I do know this is going to be an enemies to lovers gig. There is mention in the blurb that she hires like a cynical bodyguard to keep her safe, and obviously something's gonna happen. But I'm intrigued. I like where this world is heading, to be fair. It is pretty interesting, and I really like where it is set. I love those Italian vibes that I'm getting. I could be completely wrong, but those are the vibes I'm getting, and I'm loving it, and I'm here for it. So another one that I'm excited to read. So far, we are 2 out of 3 good to go. Just one has let us down. Next up, we have got this, which is Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I have read an Adrienne Young book. I'm pretty sure she wrote Fable or something like that. Yes, she did write Fable. And this, I think, is more of a contemporary style. Look at that foiling. This is more of a contemporary style book, I think. I do vaguely remember. We have our main character, Emery, but the first chapter is from her ex-boyfriend, August. So let's crack on into this and see how we get on. So I can't work out if this book is actually going to have magic in it, or if it's just the kind of magic that you get as in like superstition. There is mention in August's chapter of his mum muttering curses and different words and stuff, which kind of gives me the thought of Homegrown Witch, which I'd be very interested to learn more about. But in the first chapter, we find that August is heading back to somewhere called Saoirse Island. I think it's pronounced that way. It's spelled the way a famous actress's name is spelled, and I'm pretty sure her name is Saoirse. So that's what I'm taking from that. And he's heading back there. He hasn't been to this island for 14 years. For some reason, he has turned his back on this island, and he is now going back, and he's obviously not looking forward to it. I want to know why. I'm pretty sure it is mentioned why in the blurb, but I'm not too sure. I think he's like accused of something. Oh, there you go, accused of murdering her best friend, Lily. So the other point of view of this book is someone called Emery, who is the ex-girlfriend of August. And somewhere in this book, she's going to confront him about why he left so abruptly 14 years ago. And obviously, it's going to come out whether he murdered this girl or not. I'm guessing he didn't, but maybe he did. I don't know. But Jodie Picoult is on the back of this book, and I love all of her books. So this is also another one that I am really looking forward to getting to soon. So we have got 2 books left. First one being The Drowned Woods by Emily Lloyd-Jones. I'm pretty sure this book is based on Wales. Yes. Part heist novel, part dark fairy tale, and rich with Welsh legends, The Drowned Woods is an ethereal fantasy perfect for fans of Christian Cashaw and Maria V. Snyder. Okay. So let's give this one a go now, and I'll come back with my thoughts. So I only read the prologue of this because it is getting late, I'm getting hungry, and the actual first chapter of this book is like 26 pages long. And if I'd read this one first, then I would have read it. But I'm on the second to last book, and I am getting tired. So the first bit of this book, the prologue, is like a tale from the past. I'm not sure if it is actually about our main character Mer. I'm guessing probably it is, but it basically tells it as if it is a folk tale, and it tells of a girl who, when she is born, her father realises that no water ever touches her, and she can make water freeze and she can play with it, and she saved a child's life at the age of like 8 by wading into a rushing river during a storm, and she basically calmed the waters, saved the child, walked out, and then the water went back to rushing. And obviously word got out that she is a diviner of some kind. In this book, that is what they are called, and someone comes to take her away. And that is where it's basically left off in the prologue, is after she has killed someone for the first time by using her powers, and it's all a little bit dark, but I like it. So this actually sounds pretty cool. I'm really interested to see where the rest of the Welsh folklore comes from. I think it's going to be a good read. It sounds pretty cool. And then I think from the first chapter on, we hear from Mer's from Mer's actual perspective is what I meant to say. So this sounds pretty cool. I'm looking forward to giving this one a go as well. Seems like a good old time. And then finally we have got this one, which is The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew. I believe this is another dark book thing. Got more foil. I have actually got full videos of all of these books on my channel if you go and look up the Book Box Battles videos from throughout 2022. There is 21 in there, and then some from 2020 as well, I think. But we go into full detail of like sprayed edges, foiling, artwork, signatures, the whole shebang, and a full description. So we are now onto the final book, which is this one that I've got in my hand. The first chapter is not very long, good, it's only like 11 pages. So let's crack on and let's finish off this video, hopefully on a high. And just like that, we're done. Our first chapter, we are introduced to Lane, or Lainey, Delaney is her full name, who is described as falling really sick really young. So when she was little, something happened to her, she fell very sick, and when she woke up again, she could no longer hear. So she's got a implant in her head to help her hear. Not too sure how they work. I do need to look into that actually. That'll probably help me understand it a little bit more. But the end of this first chapter is the doors slam shut on an elevator. She thinks she's late, and this random stranger is inside, and then the doors reopen and he just says her name, or a nickname for her, and we're like, who is this person? This book is definitely going to be dark academia. It is full of those vibes. It is set in a university called Godbolm, and it is known to be a university that is kind of linked with the occult, so I'm very interested to find out more about that. But I think we've actually had a really solid run. Obviously 5 out of the 6 I want to read, and I'm actually really interested in them. The first book not so much, and I think that will be going straight in the unhaul pile, unfortunately. But I don't think that's such a shame. I've got so many books upstairs in my library that I do not need to keep books that I don't even think I'm going to read, because it's not worth it. And I'm going to put in place in the new year a new system, I think. I want to kind of do an unhaul project, but not at the same time. So I want to incorporate going on a slight tangent so that you can kind of get an idea of this, but I kind of want to do something along the lines of, I don't know, my series that I'm reading. I've gone through and I've got a series tracker. I will be talking about my series as we go through Countdown to Christmas, and again in summing up 2022 at the start of January. And in those videos we'll go through series that I have not finished and that I have finished in this year. And I think I'm going to set up something, I've still got some time to think about it, to do with unhauling series. So maybe if I don't read them next year, then I'm just going to get rid, because I'm obviously not going to read them at all, even if I don't touch them. Something to do with, like, if I haven't continued a series in the past year, maybe we'll take it off and DNF the series and then have to reevaluate whether I want to carry on the series, that sort of thing. Because I have got a lot of series on that list and I own a lot of books, funnily enough, and if I manage to actually get rid of some of these series, then I will get rid of loads of books. Like, some of these series are like 3 or 4 books long. I collect a lot of trilogies, 3 or 4 books long, and if I just got rid of that series, that takes 3 or 4 books off of my TBR. And I know, I haven't filmed it yet, but I know my physical TBR is going to be astronomical this year. I am coming back with a physical TBR video, so be sure to stick around for that, because I haven't done one actually in a year. Well, in a year. My first one was in 2020 and that was in the flat, and obviously we've moved twice since then, so that's going to be a fun list. My washing machine is taking off, so that is everything for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below. If you've read any of these books, let me know. Which one did you read? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Tell me everything. And if you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me either a yellow heart or a purple heart for a Lumicrate and Fairy Loot. If you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload new videos. Now I am uploading every single day up until Christmas, and it's gonna be fun. We're counting down to Christmas now, guys. I'm so excited, and yeah, that is everything for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you are having an amazing day and getting into the festive spirit. Hopefully in the next one I will be in more of a festive jumper. Hopefully this is going to be like the only one where I'm not massively festive, but we'll see. But that is everything for today's video. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.